This weird obsession with having a low number doesn't make sense to me because, like I said before, at the end of the day, do you want a surgeon who's only done one surgery? Nope. No, you don't. You want a surgeon with experience. Yes or no? You're looking for someone who has a low one, and then all you're going to do is run back and tell your homies about how she can't.
You might not believe it, but there are men out here who actually believe in purity over your skills in bed.
But this is an arrangement. You know that, right? Like, they're looking at these men like, okay, that's my meal ticket, right? I guess if you know it's a mutual respect, but it's not love for most of the time.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this, I ask that you please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to click the notification bell to ensure that you get my videos as soon as I release them. I'm not going to hold you. Let's do it.
Give me my body count is the quickest way to talk yourself off some, because I absolutely am not giving it to you after you ask it. And this weird obsession with having a low number doesn't make sense to me because, like I said before, at the end of the day, do you want a surgeon who's only done one surgery?
Yeah. So what?
Nope. No, you don't. You want a surgeon with experience. Yes or no? So when you ask these women what's their body count, you're looking for someone who has a low one, and then all you're going to do is run back and tell your homies about how she can't arch her back, how she can't do X, Y, and Z. Why? When you can have a woman who knows what she's doing is going to be able to please.
If you are a young virgin who happened to stumble across this video, please do yourself a favor and do not listen to the foolishness coming out of this woman's mouth.
Thank you.
To compare the skill set of a surgeon whose occupation it is to save lives, which needs practice, of course, but to that of a loose woman who can't keep her legs closed for the sake of experience? Now that's insane. You might not believe it, but there are men out here who actually believe in purity over your skills in bed. You out here flexing having a high body count, but at the end of the day, you just damage goods. Because who really wants a car with 100,000 miles on it? Who really wants a woman that everybody done touched and been with? You know how much of a flex it is to say, oh yeah, I saved myself for my husband? How many people you know who have done that in this generation? You learn your spouse as God intended when you get married. Ain't nothing out there but STDs and SD demons. The real flex is no body count.
Yeah, and it's so true. You know, when you have a woman with a low body count, you know, this is what guys enjoy. Guys enjoy giving the woman experience. She said, guys say, oh, she's not an archer back. Nobody's going to say that. A guy's going to say, do this. Or it's the same as like, you want to go to Paris, and then you take a girl to Paris. You're just like, oh yeah, I was over here, I was doing this, and I was over here. And then she tells you about the guy she brought there with her. Or she says it, and you're thinking, who you went to Paris with? That kind of experience is not the same as a surgeon. How dare you? But anyway, let's keep going.
I just saw a TikTok about, I guess, this new thing. I mean, maybe it's not new. I think it's been going on forever, but there's a name to it now. It's called Passport Bros. So from my understanding, it's basically men that are leaving the United States to travel to foreign countries to meet women that are quote unquote more feminine and more like catering to men, because women here in the United States aren't that. And there's an outrage, like women are mad. Some women are mad. But what I want to say is good. That's good. People should do what they want to do, right? If you want to find somebody from another country because you think it's going to fit your situation better, great. But let's call it what it is, please. You're still going to provide for a woman, right? But the standards are a little lower over there because most of the women come from poverty, right? Which is, hey, you know what? I get it. It's cool. They got to do what they got to do. But this is an arrangement. You know that, right? Like, they're looking at these men like, okay, that's my meal ticket, right? I guess if you know it's a mutual respect, but it's not love for most of the time.
You assume too much.
I'm sure there are some that like you end up caring for each other, right? But you're doing the same thing you would do here. you just can't find somebody at your caliber here, maybe? So you have to go away?
Don't tell her.
I try to think of it the opposite. Like, let's say I don't even know if they have that, passport girls, right? If I went to go find a guy from another country that was submissive to me and did everything I wanted, I would know in the back of my head, he's here not because he wants to be, because he has to be out of needs, But how would that sit with me? So I guess my question to you men is, do you think these men are just okay with knowing they're being used?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
The ones that bring the girls over or a girl over, they're just okay with it. And that's fine. I understand. But then why not just save trips and just find that here? Because you'll find a girl to do that here. But the foreign part, maybe it's that. Like, I'm trying to understand it. Help me understand, please, man.
Confusion. That's what it is with most of the modern women back home, right? They just can't fathom and think there's gonna be women outside that will love you for you. And they can't fathom or even believe that there's women outside that are different than them. They think women everywhere are just like them. You said she started off being sweet and then she went into a confusion right away because she can't even wrap her fingers around or wrap her brain around how guys can be doing this. Now, of course, guys are not dumb. Well, if you are, then you know, every woman's not going to be for you when you leave. But you can kind of feel it, once you with them, you start reading situations. But yeah, of course, not every woman is going to be for you, but still, you'll be able to tell. And if you find out that she's not, and you're willing to cut her loose. Deal with it at that point, at that time. Guys aren't thinking about it like, I'm gonna leave and find trouble. You may find trouble, but a lot of times the woman's gonna be for you. A lot of times the woman's gonna do what you need to do. Also, that can be one of the reasons too, right? But women are gonna want you for money. So what's the point? Women want you for money, even more money. In the States, she said it, but she doesn't understand. Guys aren't staying around because of the laws, everything. Take the woman out of it, right? Take the woman completely out of it. That's why I love using myself as an example. I wanted to get married. Do you think I wanted to take the chance, take the risk, and marry one there? No, I didn't. I wanted to go out and see what else I can find. And I kind of was led there, and I'm happy I did. But anyway, let me go on to the next video.
Here's the truth about how hookup culture is hurting women. Society loves pushing casual sex for the sake of equality, but what they don't talk about is the pain that women can experience from it. Even Teen Vogue writes about it, including this article called How to Be an Ethical Hookup Partner. And Clue, which is a period tracking app, has this article on a guide to safer one-night stands. While being just as promiscuous as men seems okay on the surface level, no one ever talks about the high price that women pay for having casual sex. Now this is an obvious one, but what if you get pregnant? If you decide to keep the baby, what if he doesn't want any part of it and disappears?
Mind your business, that's all. Mind your business.
He didn't have to commit to you before having sex, so why would he commit now? What if you catch a sexually transmitted infection? And then what about the emotional pain? What if you end up falling for him and catch feelings and he couldn't care less about you? He only wants you for more. You'd feel used, hurt, frustrated, angry, you name it. If you think about it, your body is the best gift that you will ever own. If you don't learn to cherish and value it, how will you hold your partner to a standard that, quite frankly, you can't meet yourself? The bottom line is women have more to lose when they have casual sex. It's not sexist. It's science.
Very true, but what women have done to themselves, actually. When you're young, you're going through high school, when you're just a kid, baby, teenager, whatever, that pressure comes, and then you get a little older than that. So first you're hearing, experiencing, and trying it, right? And there's some girls that get lost and turned out from there. But then say that doesn't happen, right? But now I got to do it before I hit high school. I got to do it before I hit college. Then you're doing that, right? Then you're in college. Then you're hearing, you're strong. It's like they're led all the way from childhood into the sex, into that revolution, into the freedom, and it's my body, my choice. Now this stuff is being taught in high school to where a kid could say, I want to be this and that or that gender, and a parent can't say anything about it. A parent can't even direct their kid in the way a child should go. So it's crazy out there. So I say to all parents out there, you have any kids, definitely direct them in the way they should go before society grabs a hold of them, especially if you have a daughter. Society grabs a hold of her and show her, hey, you're a strong woman. Of course, you want to teach your kids to be strong, but you don't want it to be so strong to where it's detrimental to themselves. And it just defeats the whole purpose of living, pretty much. That's what a lot of women are doing. They don't realize it. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. It's definitely more to life than this.